Sports Talk back into the video day, and today the Houston Rockets beat the Washington Wizards 135-112. Great win for the Houston Rockets tonight to beat the Washington Wizards. Absolute amazing third quarter. It was an all right fourth quarter. I mean, outscored the Wizards by 5 in the fourth quarter, but it was mainly, I think, the third quarter that won the Rockets this basketball game. The end of the second was all right, but the Rockets played some questionable basketball for the first, 1.5 quarters of this game. First quarter and most of the second quarter was just brutal for this team, but they finished the second quarter on the right note, and the third quarter just took lift off, and then the fourth quarter was a solid one too. Defense wasn't so great in the fourth quarter, but offensively, second half, amazing, 78 points in the second half. We're going to get into a lot of things in this postgame. Men Thompson's amazing performance, Şengün and Jalen Green. Fred had a really good game tonight. Get to Cam Whitmore. I even want to get into Corey Kispert a little bit from the Wizards. So let's go. All right, 135-112 is the final score. The Rockets, like I said, dominant third. Right finish of the second, good fourth. Offensively, Jalen had 29, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals for Jalen. A lot of shots taken, but I think when Jalen takes a lot of shots and they're not falling, it's like stops shooting shots. But when they're falling down for Jalen, nearly 50% from the floor tonight, nearly 50% from three, he's got the green light. 29 points. The Wizards are a team he's killed in his career going into this game tonight, averaging 24 points per game against the Wizards. That total is going to go a little bit higher. Probably now around 25 points per game in his career against the Wizards now. Also, his points per game on the season goes over 20. The Rockets have someone who's averaging over 20 points per game on their team. They didn't have that before. Jalen's been playing pretty good recently. Had a good game against the Lakers the other night, 27 against the Celtics. With these last couple, the 3-4 games for Jalen Green, the Rockets officially have someone who's averaging 20 or more points per game. And before Jalen, these last couple 3-4 games with having a lot of success, did not have that. Even though Fred and Şengün and Men Thompson have been great this year, neither of those guys are averaging 20. But Şengün did have a 20-plus game tonight. He had 26, 10, and 6. He is near 20 points per game. He's very close, averaging 19. But 26, 10, and 6. And when these two guys, meaning Şengün and Jalen Green, play the way they did tonight, it is so fantastic to watch. These two guys combined in for 36 points in the third quarter. That's 36 of the 40 Rockets points. Jalen Green tied a career high in points in a quarter. It was a absolute amazing third quarter of basketball between Şengün and Jalen Green, and just the total of the game. Şengün had 26, 10, and 6. Jalen had 29 and 8 with 2 steals and 2 assists. And when these two guys play basketball like this and show their future together as a duo, it makes me think of guys, similar comparison. I'm not saying they're as good as these two duos now, but their potential, it makes me think that their potential can be as high as Jamal Murray and a Nikola Jokic, or a Kobe Bryant and a Pau Gasol. I'm not saying that Şengün and Jalen Green are at that level yet, but when they play the way they did tonight, they show that type of potential. And I guess maybe a Men Thompson is the Ron Artest for the Lakers, for the Lakers, that Kobe had, how Kobe and Pau had Ron Artest. And then maybe if we're going to compare to the Nuggets, maybe Men Thompson is the Aaron Gordon. Let's get to Men Thompson, though. He was fantastic. 2015 with 5 assists, 3 steals. You knew he was just going to be dominant tonight against a Wizards team that doesn't rebound well. This is a Rockets dominating rebounding team. I actually thought Washington did a solid job rebounding when they have not been a very good rebounding team this year. And then they're going up against one of the best rebounding teams in the league. But, last time against the Wizards, Men Thompson was just dominant. Absolute dominant against the Wizards. He got the start because Fred VanVleet was hurt or resting, and he had a really good game, one of his best of the season. Now that Jabari's hurt out until February or March, he gets to start against the Wizards again, and he has 5 and 3 steals, 7 for 8 from the floor. I think a real positive, 6 for 6 from the free throw line, which I think is really good. I complained a little bit. I mean, Ahmed Thompson was great against the Lakers, but one thing I did complain about was his free throw shooting shot 1 for 4 against the Lakers. But this is a much needed bounce back at the free throw line for Ahmed Thompson. We'll get to the other starter, Dylan Brooks, 4 for 8, 3 for 4. Brooks shot well from the floor, but only played 18 minutes because he got in foul trouble. That does happen often. Dylan probably would have had 20 points as well if he would have played a full game. He only played 18 minutes. All the other stars, Jalen played 30, Şengün played 30, VanVleet had 38, and Min had 41. But Brooks only had 18 minutes, but he had 11 points in 18 minutes. So he was playing pretty good basketball, just wasn't playing a lot of it. Jeff Green, I thought, looked pretty solid. Rockets gave him some attention. He did not play in the last game against the Lakers. It would have been nice to see two old guys like Jeff Green and LeBron go up against each other, but Jeff Green got a DNP against Los Angeles after starting against Boston, and Jeff Green had 7 points with a rebound, 2 for 4, 3 for 4 at the free throw line. Good minutes from the Unk. Cam Whitmore, 18 minutes, 6 for 8, 17 points, 3 for 3 from 3. He was pretty automatic from that area. And I will say I love Cam Whitmore, terrific player. But I'm not starting to like the attitude of Cam Whitmore. There were multiple times throughout this game where he looked pissed, which I don't know why there is a need to be mad if you're Cam Whitmore when, like you're having a great game. Like he had 6 for 8, 3 for 3 from 3, 17 points. The team is dominating. But after this game ended, he ran straight to the locker room. There were multiple times throughout the game where he looked unpleased. So I don't know. And then there's just been a lot of stuff recently with him, and I know Rockets Twitter isn't liking it. I know that for sure. And this is. I wish his attitude was better. I'll say that. I'm not going to complain about the way he's playing because he played some great basketball tonight, but. I know I'm not liking the way he was, the way he was acting. And I don't think a lot of other Rockets fans are either. I don't know what there is to be upset about. Like, does he want to start? I don't really think there's a guy in the starting lineup that he should be starting over right now. And just to me, it kind of feels like he cares more about himself than the team. And that's not something I think a winning basketball team like the Rockets need. And it's such a shame because he is such a big part of this team off the bench. But yeah, I don't even know what to think about Cam Whitmore. All right, Jae'Sean Tate, not the best game. 1 for 4, 2 points, 1 rebound, 1 steal. I mean, he does his part defensively. That was really it. Steven Adams coming off his best game as a Rocket against the Lakers, had 8 points and 9 rebounds. Didn't play a lot, only 14 minutes. Only 11 minutes, had 6 rebounds. One of the best rebounders in the league. I mean, this guy, I think it was like 16, 17 minutes against the Lakers, has 9 rebounds. Then 6 rebounds in 11 minutes. One of the easiest rebounders you'll find in the league. Did not score at all, but only took 1 shot. Also had 2 opportunities to get his first points at the free throw line, but missed both free throws. So not as good offensively as he was against the Lakers, but at the same time, still grabbed 6 boards in 11 minutes. Aaron Holiday played 23 minutes against his former team. I believe he did play in Washington. Had 4 points, 1 for 3, 2 for 2 at the free throw line with 3 assists, 2 steals, and 2 rebounds. And then we got to see some run for a couple of the bench guys. Nate Williams played 3 minutes at the end of this game. Had a block, took a 3-pointer, but missed it. That was it for him. Jock Landale played 3 minutes. How about this? 3 minutes, 3 rebounds for Mr. Jock Landale, who also had an assist. Not bad for Jock Landale. And that was it. Obviously, Jabari and Tari are injured. Really worried about Tari. Obviously, we know what's wrong with Jabari. They told us straight up, Jabari fractured his hand. He's out for 48 weeks, but Tari missed his 10th straight game tonight, and we still do not know what the hell is wrong with Tari Eason. All right, I want to get to the Wizards a little bit. Let's start off with Alex Sarr. What was all that stuff going on today about how the Rocket, Wizards fans were messing with the Rockets about, Reed Shepherd being, going to the G League and Alex Sarr is still in the NBA. Well, maybe it looks like Alex Sarr might need to go to the G League too. 1 for 12. I'll give him this. He had 9 rebounds, had one steal, 1 block, but 1 for 12, 0 for 5 for 3, only 2 points. I think Alex Sarr has played some good basketball this year. He's definitely played better basketball than Reed Shepherd. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna argue that, but maybe Alex Sarr needs a trip to the G League as well. So looks like Wizards fans shouldn't be talking. But another Wizard I want to get to is Corey Kispert. Recently, those last couple weeks, I've been big on the Rockets. Rockets need to trade for a Cam Johnson or a Duncan Robinson. They need three-point shooting. And I'll die on the hill that the Rockets, the biggest need is three-point shooting. Outside of Jalen Green's 7 for 15 three-point shooting night, it was a terrible three-point shooting night for this team. The Rockets shot 8 for 23 besides Jalen Green. I mean, Van Vliet went 2 for 9. Brooks did go 3 for 4, which was good, and obviously Whitmore went 3 for 3. But outside of Whitmore and Jalen and Brooks, Alpe went 0 for 2, Van Vliet went 2 for 9, Jeff Green went 0 for 2, Tate went 0 for 1, Holiday went 0 for 1, Nate Williams went 0 for 1. So the Rockets' three-point shooting has been inefficient this year, and what I think the greatest asset for Şengün can be as a player to become a better facilitator is three-point shooters around him. Like, look at Jokic in the last couple of years, some of the amazing three-point shooters he's had around him to be a facilitating big man. Corey Kispert would be such a good addition for this Rockets team. He came in firing shots against this Rockets team. 5 for 7 with 3, 23 points, season high for Corey Kispert. I would love for the Rockets to add him in. I'd love a Cam Johnson as well. I'd absolutely love a Duncan Robinson. And I've said those two guys' names so much because of I want the Rockets to add in three-point shooting. But, man, his addition would be nice because this team has good facilitators like Van Vliet, Şengün, and Amen Thompson. Those three guys combined for 23 assists tonight. This is a very good assisting team. And so I think adding a three-point shooting like Corey Kispert, who's such a good shooter, would really make this team better. Better offense, better shooting, and you put Corey Kispert on the floor with Şengün and Amen Thompson. That would be really nice. I'd really love to see the Rockets target Corey Kispert. Also, he's on a team that's 6-28, really probably looking to sell, and I don't think their price on him would be that high compared to dealing with the Nets for a Cam Johnson or having to take on a bad contract like Duncan Robinson, even though he's a good shooter. I think this might be my new favorite Rockets trade deadline target is Corey Kispert. But that's it for the Rockets postgame. 135-112 is the final score. That's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out. Go Rockets.